Okay, it's 2 o'clock and it's May 10th. What does that mean?
May the 10th.
Call the meeting to order. Okay. Let's get started. We did that. We called the meeting to order. Welcome. We went over the date. It's May 10th. Welcome new members. Guess what?
They're not here.
While others have been lollygagging, we recruited 2 new members today. Chris Wilkerson and Mitch Sherrill. They're not here, but they will be. They've just joined today and we'll make them official. And I don't see any visitors in the room today. He's not a visitor, he's a regular member. Russell's here.
Yeah. Joe's here. We don't see him.
What?
Joe's here. Okay, yeah, it's been 6 years.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I see Joe so often everywhere else that I'm just used to seeing him.
I can wait another 6 years before I show up again.
Nice to see you, Joe. Visitors online. We have a visitor online. Mr. Robinson is with us today. Good afternoon, Gordy.
Good afternoon, everyone. For a change, it's not good evening where I am. Good morning. From the Pacific North Region Convention in Pasco, Washington. So, hello. I think you want me to just say a few words. So it's great to be able to join you, and thank you to Ron and Fred for the opportunity to join you at the Grange Rail Fest. And thank you very, very much for those that are in town and those online for sharing our association with the people of LaGrange today, and introducing at least two, I hope there'll be more, at least 2 new people to the NMRA and to model railroading. There's certainly been a lot of it here. There's just like usual, there's modular layouts set up here at this convention, and there's a softball and baseball tournament going on in town, and there was children coming through here this morning, seeing the trains with their families, and there's also some real railroaders coming in going, wow, look at this, it's great. And this is what we do, and it's great that we do it. And I really appreciate you taking the time to come up to LaGrange to help do that today. There's something else I've been asked to do, virtually, as always, because I unfortunately usually am virtually for the division, but I have to virtually present a virtual thing to somebody who's online virtually. So I don't quite know how this works. It feels like it's going into the room and out of the room again. But Mark Hedge, I was asked to come and present to you in appreciation of 50 years of your membership with the association. So Mark, I see you there online. Thank you so much for being a member of the NMRA for so long, and everything that you've done and contributed to the organization in that time. Thank you so much. And I hope you'll continue to be with us for a long while and continue to support the organization. Thank you. So I guess that's it, Fred, Ron. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Mark. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys.
It is much appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you, Gordy, and congratulations, Mark. He's done a lot for Division 8. We appreciate it, Mark. Okay, well, a reminder that today is our... Oh, Gordy, did you want to say anything else?
No, I'm gonna leave you guys to it. I really, really appreciate everything you do. Fred can completely fill in, and any questions or opportunities or concerns or issues you've got with the national organization, direct them all to Fred. But thank you all so very much for being members of the organization, and I wish you all a good rest of your day. So thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us. Okay. Just a reminder that today is our annual meeting. Our bylaws require us to have an annual meeting every year, and this is it. Moving along. Minutes from the last meeting. Let's have a motion to approve the minutes as posted from the last meeting. Stan and
Second.
Bruce, the mayor. Second. All those in favor? Any opposed? They were excellent minutes. If you haven't read them, I encourage you to. Committee reports. Member welfare. By the way, we're not having a treasurer's report today. If anybody would like a copy of the treasurer's report, send a email to Division 8. We'll be happy to send you a copy. It does exist, Mike wrote it,
It
but
is.
we're not going over it today.
It did get done, it's just not today, not right now.
But we do have a member welfare report.
Yep. Sadly, unlike the last 2 months, we have one name up here. Last 2 months, we got by without anybody, but right now, we've got one of our members that's struggling a bit, Rick Ware. So keep him in your thoughts. He's been in and out of the hospital more time. I've lost track in the last couple, 3 weeks. They're still trying to figure out what's going on. So Rick Ware is on our list for today, but the only one. So, and my parting comment, as always, is that if you hear someone having trouble, either ill or lost a member or lost a family member, let us know so we can reach out, say, pass along our wishes. So, but we can't do that unless we know. So let us know. And any comments, questions? And then I'll get out of the way.
Thank you, Mike.
Mike, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, it's Ed Brennan. Thanks to all the good wishes. My second eye is complete and everything seems to be going well. So appreciate all the good wishes from everybody. Wish me well with the eye surgery.
All right, well, glad we heard that you're doing well. That's good news. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Okay. Barry, it's time for the May monthly modeling contest. Cabooses.
Right. So I think cabooses have more nicknames than any other aspect in railroading. There's like 12 of them right there. So I'd like to say thank you too to my colleagues that substituted the last couple of months when I was away traveling. We're sure grateful for that. So thank you and Barbara. So appreciate the teamwork. So we had 4 great models entered in the caboose category today, and we'll go ahead and take a look at all of them. For honorable mention, we have Jody McNutt, and he's got a Seaboard Coastline, Louisville and Nashville wide vision caboose with that big cupola on top. And so thank you, Jody, for that entry. And then for our 3rd place, my goodness, it's abandoned and it's forgotten. And I think all of us have seen things like this over the years. So that's Bob Frankrow, 3rd place. Congratulations to Bob for that.
Somebody not to move that stuff outside.
There we go. And then 2nd place today, we've got a combine work caboose. It's got several different aspects all in the same piece of rolling stock, and that's Ed Brennan. So congratulations for that very creative model there. And for 1st place today, we've got another long caboose, and that's a Great Northern prototype that Bob Kugler did. Congratulations, Bob. We actually have a certificate for you today.
We actually have a contest winner in person.
In person, this is very special.
And the model's out on the layout.
And the model's out.
Yes, so.
It's a long caboose. It's about that long.
Yeah.
Hey, and that's
That's
scale.
let's get a picture with Miss Barbara. So,
It's on the way down.
it's good, good. So thank you for your wonderful work, Bob.
Thank you.
It's great to see you. Great to see you. Thank you. It's on the layout. Well, continuing forward now, we'll have our last category of the modeling year, and that's open loads, always a favorite. And then after that, we will be gathering in July at Bluegrass Railroad Museum for our annual picnic and our awards for this year's contest. So we're looking forward to that in 2 months. So, all right, have a great day.
Thank you.
You can get the up-to-date contest results in the pie card, which will be out June 1st. Or you can see how we did it on May 1st in the pie card. Programs and meetings and upcoming events. I believe that is Russ Weiss introducing himself.
In person for one.
In person. Wow, I can't believe it.
He is.
Yeah. So today, as I look around the room, we were hoping that maybe we'd get some non-members here, and we thought it was a good idea that I have a introduction to model railroading. I think for all of you, there's a bunch of slides that I think you'll still get a kick out of, so I don't think you'll be too bored with it. And after I, well, a question, what?
Does this mean you're doing like 20-minute back to basics?
How about a 25-minute back to basics?
That's pretty much what it is.
Okay, all right.
Anybody for 30?
I can do that. I can do that. Right. But all right. So after I wrap up, Bob Dawson's gonna come up and give you like the historical view from right here in LaGrange with the trolleys and interurbans. Bob always has a great presentation on the historical part. So next month, our own Bruce the Mayor is going to show us how he's building this very big and unique Whitefish, Montana depot. Bruce had come in the shop a few weeks ago and told me how he's doing this, and it's very, very fascinating. So I think you'll really enjoy his presentation next month. All right, so obviously Rail Fest is going on through tomorrow. Ron's going to have a few more goodies that you might be interested in the next 36 hours, and he'll do that in a minute. And we've had 4 open houses in the last few months, all successful, well received. Everybody had a good time. So I encourage you, if you have to kind of get the at-home boss to twist her arm to let a few of the gang in, please do that. And it doesn't have to be all done. If it's under construction, that's always a nice thing to see, that we look at it now and 2 weeks later we come back, it's all done. All right. 2 years we come back and it's all done. But it sometimes it's really fun to see the progress along the way. So I encourage you, when the time's right, see me and we'll get you a slot. So Ron,
I have a open house in mind for mine. And I'd like your opinion. I don't know enough about the division to understand the answer to my question. Is it better to have the open house after a meeting or independent of the meeting?
well, it's nice. My opinion is we're kind of all here and it's like we've already gotten our kitchen pass. So sure, what's another hour or two after the meeting. But
So everybody shows up at kind of one time.
well, I think well, a lot of us had gone to Bob Frankenrose's last month, and I think just the way, for me to come to my house, some people were already leaving when I was getting there, so I don't think it's a big deluge all at once. But and I think the downside, even though it might be perhaps more convenient to have it other than a meeting day, but then it's hard to get everyone, everyone usually has something else going on. So, okay.
Thanks for the info.
All right. Okay, Ron, I'll turn
Thank
it
you,
back
Mr.
to you.
Weiss. Here's something we can talk about, the Division 8 picnic, which was featured prominently in the the pie card. July 26th, we'll gather at 11:30 p.m. at the Woodford County Extension Office. Write down this address if you want to. 184 Beasley Road in Versailles, Kentucky. What?
For sale.
For sale? What's for sale?
Yes, sir.
Okay, for sale. We're going to, it says on the slide here, lunch, food and drink. Well, it's not just a lunch. This is a catered affair this year. We're having a nice lunch, which Russell has arranged for us with a caterer out in Versailles.
Oh, you still did.
Versailles?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Like Illinois.
Like, I'm not from around here, as you might know. And after lunch, after this nice lunch, which was gonna feature, what's for lunch, Russ, do you recall? 3 kinds of barbecue,
Yes.
or barbecued beef with 3 kinds of barbecue sauce. Plus
Yes.
barbecued chicken, some southern favorites. And food and drink. Or drink.
No, that's.
Followed by the annual contest awards. So you notice in the pie card, there are map links. The county extension office is basically a short walk across the street to the Bluegrass Railroad Museum, where we're supposed to be riding in an air-conditioned first-class car. Riding the air conditioning in the car are running that day. We hope that they will. That's what we've asked for.
That's.
You know, railroads, sometimes things change. Anyway, you can see that the extension office is 184 and the museum is 175, so very close. Train ride departs at 2 p.m. sharp, so you want to make sure you're on board by 1:45. Remind you that day. And here's a little map that shows you how close it is. You can see that right here, where the mouse is, you come in the front door of the county ag office there and walk down the long hall. Back in this area back here is where we're going to eat lunch. And then walk out across the street. If that's too far for you, jump in your automobile and drive over. No problem. Look forward to, and there's only 50 places at the picnic table, so don't wait to get your ticket. And don't forget, November 15th, 2025. We have flyers out on the Division 8 table there in the next room. So you can put one on your refrigerator. And that's it for the business part of the meeting. Now it's time for back to basics with Russ Weiss. Does anybody need a break before we get started? Nah. Let's go, Russ.
Okay, let's go.